Welcome to part 5 of Let's Play Island of the Lizard King by Ian Livingstone. At the end of the last part, I was on paragraph 185, and I was about to fight a mutant lizard man with skill 9 and stamina 8. So let's do that now. Okay, I have skill 10, and I only have 6 stamina points left, so I can't be hit too many times before I die. Okay, let's do this. Okay, roll for him first. He gets a 3, that's 12, and I get 7, that's 17. So 12 to 17. That means he's down to 6. Okay, and again, he gets 11, that's 20. I get 11, that's 21. That was extremely lucky. So 20 to 21. Yeah, I can't take too many hits in this because I can only take 2. If I take 3, then I die. Anyway, so he's down to 4. Okay, let's roll again. He gets a 2, that's 11, and I get 5, that's 15. So 11 to 15. I'm doing really well here. So he's down to 2. So one more hit and he is dead. He gets a 9, that's 18. I get 6, that's 16. So 18 to 16. I knew my luck had to run out. 18 to 16. Okay, that means I'm put down to 4. Okay, let's roll again. He gets a 6, that's 15. I get an 8, that's 18. So 15 to 18. Which means he is now dead. He's down to 0. Okay, that's that. Let's just get rid of the buzzing. There we go, lovely. Alright, so if you win, turn to 341. Let's do that now. You look round to see how the battle is going. Many of your fellow fighters are slain and the rest are in retreat. If you have the Horn of Valhalla, turn to 109. If you do not have this horn, turn to 254. We have the Horn of Valhalla. I'll just check that. Yep, there it is, Horn of Valhalla. So let's use it now and turn to 109. Okay, you put your lips to the mouthpiece of the horn and blow as hard as you can. The tide of the battle suddenly turns as your companions rally to the sound of the horn. A gap appears in the ranks of the Lizard King's troops as they fall back, and you run through. You reach the wooden gates of the fort and run through them into the inner courtyard. If you wish to walk through the double doors in the wall to your left, turn to 268. If you would rather try the doors straight ahead in the far wall, turn to 84. We are going to walk through the doors on the left. Turn to 268. The doors open into a corridor which runs to the left and right of you. Prison cells with iron-barred doors line the far wall of the corridor. Looking left, the corridor comes to a dead end, and so you turn right. In the end cell by a wooden door, you see a frail old man sitting on a wooden bench, his leg chained to the wall. His cell door is open, but the wooden door leading out of the corridor is firmly locked. Will you free the old man, turn to 166, or try to open the wooden door, turn to 227. We're going to try to open the wooden door. I'm pretty sure that's a trap. So we're going to try to open the wooden door, 227. If you possess 3 iron keys, turn to 273. If you do not have any keys, turn to 162. We do not have any keys, I'm pretty sure. No, we don't. Okay, so let's turn to 162. Pardon me. What was that? Blimey, not very nice. A slime sucker. Anyway, 162. No amount of tugging at the handle is going to open the door. If you wish to try to charge it down, turn to 50. If you would rather walk back into the courtyard and try to open the other doors leading off it, turn to 84. We're going to charge it down. Turn to 50. You charge at the door with your shoulder. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is less than or equal to your skill score, turn to 356. If the number rolled is greater than your skill, turn to 266. Okay, so our skill is 10. So we need this number to be 10 or less. So 2 dice, and we need it to be 10 or less. And we get a 7. Good. So let's just get rid of the buzzing. I was nervous then. Right, so less than or equal, so we've got a 7, so that's 356 we need to go to. Let's do that now. The door flies open, turn to 395. Let's do that now. We go. You find yourself standing in a dingy torture chamber. It is full of terrible instruments of pain, racks, thumbscrews, iron maidens, and whips. You also see some rusty knives lying on a table in the corner of the chamber. Will you pick up a whip, pick up a rusty knife, ignore everything, and head for the door in the far wall? Now, if you remember, rusty knives, I think that the shaman said that that fire swords are disguised as rusty knives. So we're going to pick up a rusty knife and turn to 275. As soon as you touch the handle of one of the knives, it changes in appearance. Instead of a dull old knife, you find yourself holding a magnificent sword with a flaming blade. It's one of the Lizard King's own fire swords. Add 2 skill points and 2 luck points. I will do that. The skill points are useless, of course, but the luck points take us up to maximum luck. I'm also going to drink the potion of strength right now. So I'll just put drunk there. And then I'm going to put my stamina back up to 20 because that's what it does. Oh, I also have a fire sword, don't I? So, fire sword. There we go. So that's that done. Okay. Cutting your new weapon through the air, you make your way over to the door in the far wall. Turn to 312. Okay, the door opens into a small storeroom stacked with barrels and sacks. If you wish to look inside one of the barrels, turn to 231. If you would rather make your way over to the next door in the far wall, turn to 353. Okay, and we're going to look inside the barrels. Turn to 231. The barrel is full of pineapples, all rotten and covered with fruit flies. But hidden behind the barrel you see a water bottle lying on the floor. You pull out the cork and sniff the contents. It might be water, but there is a musty smell rising out of the bottle. If you wish to drink the liquid, turn to 6. If you would rather walk over to the door in the far wall, turn to 353. Okay, we're going to drink the liquid. Turn to 6. Drinking the liquid makes you feel dizzy, but your body feels charged with energy. Add 1 skill point and 2 stamina points for drinking water brought from an enchanted stream. Refreshed, you walk over to the door in the far wall. Turn to 353. We can't do either of those things because our skill and our stamina are both at maximum. So, oh well. 353. It's her again. Weird looking, isn't she? Looks like something out of the 70s. Anyway, the door is not locked and opens into a room which is filled with benches and stools. Glass beakers, flasks and tumblers sit on top of the benches, and shelves on the wall are lined with jars containing curious compounds. You are standing in the Lizard King's laboratory. Suddenly you hear footsteps coming from the other side of a door in the far wall. If you wish to draw your sword to meet whoever is about to enter the laboratory, turn to 360. If you would rather hide under one of the benches, turn to 77. Okay, we're going to hide, of course. It can't be anyone nice, so we're going to turn to 77. The door flies open, and you see a dwarf shackled by his arms and legs being pushed into the laboratory by a grotesque two-headed lizard man. It pushes the poor dwarf towards the door leading to the storeroom. If you wish to leap out from your hiding place to attack the mutant, turn to 289. If you'd rather wait to come out after they have gone into the storeroom, turn to 91. We're going to wait, so we're going to turn to 91. As soon as the mutant and his prisoner have left the laboratory, you crawl out from under the bench and walk through the open doorway ahead. Turn to 180. Okay, we're going to turn to 180 now. You find yourself in a corridor which turns sharply to the right. On the corner is a spiral staircase winding up the centre of a tower. You have a feeling that you should climb up the staircase. Turn to 82. Over to 82 we go. Okay, you run up the staircase until you reach a wooden door. Turning the handle slowly, you open it slightly. There in the open air, standing feet astride on the battlement, is the infamous Lizard King, waving a clenched fist and calling to his troops. A strange black lion sits obediently at his side, but it is the sight of the gonchong on the Lizard King's head that makes you tremble. You breathe in deeply and step out onto the battlements. You wave to your own troops and call out to the Lizard King. He does not even bother to look at you, and merely snaps his fingers to send the black lion bounding at you. Black lion, skill 11 and stamina 11. If you win, turn to 203. Okay, so black lion. Luckily we have maximum stamina, so black lion, skill 11, stamina 11, enemy attack, and my attack. Okay, so he has 11, I have 10. Let's do this. Right, so put the dice up to 2, and here we go. Okay, he gets a 4, that's 15. I get 9, that's 19, so good start. So 15 to 19. That's an excellent start. So he goes down to 9. His attack round 2. He gets an 8, that's 19. I get 11, that's 21. That was lucky. So 19 to 21. And he goes down to 7. This is going swimmingly. Okay. He gets a 7, that's 18. I get a 5, that's 15. So 18 to 15. Knew my luck had to run out sometime. So I go down to 18 stamina. There we go. Okay, next attack round. He gets a 6, that's 17. I get a 5, that's 15. So 17 to 15, I go down to 16, unfortunately. 17 to 15, that wasn't it? Okay, so next attack round. He gets a 5, that's 16. I get 4, that's 15. So 16 to 14. And I go down to 14 stamina. Okay, he gets a 10, that's 21. I get 3, that's 13. So 21 to 13. Okay, next one. He gets a 3, that's 14. I get 8, that's 18. So 14 to 18, I win that one. he goes down to 5. I'm going to use some luck on this one actually. I'm going to see if I can. Yeah, I'm going to go against what I normally do. I'm going to test my luck. So if I'm lucky here, if I get a score of 10 or less, that means I do 4 points of damage instead of the normal 2. If I'm unlucky, I only do 1 point of damage. So I need this to be 10 or less. Yep, and I get an 8. Good. So that means I take off an extra 2 points of stamina. So he's now down to 3. And then I use one of my luck points, so I'm down to 9 luck points now. And that's how that works in battle. Anyway, if you use it to get off... if you use it when you're wounded, if you're lucky, he only does 1 point of damage on you. If you're unlucky, you take an extra point, so it's 3 points of damage he does to you. So the advantage is always in your favour. If you're unlucky, if you're unlucky, it's better for you to be unlucky than it is for you to be lucky against the creature, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so just need 2 more hits now in theory. Right, he gets a 7, that's 18. I get 6, that's 16. So 18 to 16. But I'm going to test my luck again, and if I'm lucky, I only get 1 point of stamina off. So I need this to be 9 or less, and we get a 5. Good. That means he only does 1 point of damage. So he only does 11. It only takes me down to 11, not to 10, but I'm down to 8 luck points. But it gets riskier and riskier the more you do it. It's very clever how they work that out there. Anyway, so he gets a 10, that's 21. I get 9, that's 19. So 21 to 19. This is a tough battle, this one. So he takes me down to 9 stamina points. Okay, he gets a 5, that's 16. I get an 8, that's 18. So 16 to 18. I'm tempted to use luck one more time, but I won't because it's not worth it. Because if I'm lucky, it will take him down to 2. If I'm unlucky, it will take him just down to 2, and he'll still need 1 more. Which means really it is worth it, to be honest. Yeah, it is worth it. I am going to test my luck. So I need this to be 8 or less. I get a 6. Yes, how lucky is that? Right, so that means he is now dead because I've taken 4 points of damage off him instead of 2, and that puts me down to 7 luck points now. So I'm running out of luck now. But yeah, I didn't want to lose any more health because I'm down to 9 now, and I don't have anything to replenish it. Anyway, so that's the end of the Black Lion, and we won. So turn to 203. Yeah, it was a tough battle, that. Okay, the Lizard King finally turns to look at you, staring in disbelief at the sight of his dead pet. He steps towards you angrily, cleaving the air with his fire sword. If you are carrying a monkey on your shoulder, turn to 314. If you are without a monkey, turn to 36. And we are carrying a monkey, so turn to 314. Okay, are you holding a fire sword as your weapon? If you are, turn to 296. If you are going to fight the Lizard King with an ordinary sword, turn to 271. We are carrying a fire sword, so turn to 296, just over here. The Lizard King suddenly halts as he catches sight of your monkey. He starts to shake, his fear of monkeys quite evident. He is so terrified that he can hardly raise his sword to defend himself as you rush forward. Only the mental urging of the Gonchong forces the Lizard King into token resistance. Lizard King, skill 6 and stamina 15. Okay, if you don't have a monkey, the Lizard King is much harder. I can't remember what happens if you don't have a fire sword. Maybe you can't complete the game. I can't remember, actually. But yeah, if you don't have a monkey, his skill is much higher, like something like 11 or... 11 or 12 or something. I can't remember, but yeah, if we have a monkey, it's only skill 6. Anyway, so we have to fight the Lizard King now. This is the last boss, even though the Black Lion was actually harder. So yeah, Lizard King. No, skill 6. Whoops, haven't done that right. Skill 6. Stamina. What was the stamina again? 15, wasn't it? Yep, 15. 15. Enemy attack. And my attack. Okay, so let's do this. He has skill 6, I have skill 10. Let's go. Right, up to 2 dice, and he goes first. He gets a 6, that's 12 in total. I get 9, that's 19. So 12 to 19, and I win. So first blood to me. So he's down to 13. Okay, next one. He gets an 8, that's 14. I get 10, that's 20. So 14 to 20. And he's down to 11 now. Okay, and again, he gets a 5, that's 11. I get 6, that's 16. So 11 to 16. And he's down to 9 now. Okay, next, he gets a 10, that's 16. I get a 2, that's 12. So he beats me for once. 16 to 12. And he puts my stamina, down to 7. A little bit precarious. Okay, he gets a 9, that's 15. I get a 2, that's 12. I can't believe that happened again, 2 12s in a row. So I'm down to 5 now, again, getting more precarious. That was 16 to 12, wasn't it? No, 19. What was it? I can't remember. No, 16 to 12. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, 16 to 12. I can't remember what that was, to be honest, but I know he beat me. I wasn't really thinking. Pardon me. 16 to 12, whatever that was. Okay. He gets a 6. That's 12 for him. And I get 7. That's 17. So 12 to 17. So I win, thank God. Right, 7. Okay, next, he gets a 7, that's 13. I get an 8, that's 18. So 13 to 18. Whoops, wrong button. 13 to 18. And he's down to 5 now. Okay. Next, he gets a 6, that's 12. I get 3, that's 13. My goodness me. 12 to 13. It's like it doesn't want me to win, but I am anyway. Because of the skill difference. Anyway, okay, next he gets a 9, that's 15. I get 7, that's 17. So 15 to 17. Was that a 15? That's, oh, who cares? Doesn't matter, does it? Really? I know I lost. I wouldn't cheat if I'd know. You know, I wouldn't have made up that I'd lost, would I? Anyway, right, last one, and the Lizard King is dead, I hope. He gets a 10, that's 16. I get 6, that's 16. No, we both get 16, so no change. Yeah, but I had to use luck in that battle against the Black Tiger, or Black Lion, what was it? It was, yeah, against the Black Lion. That was that was a tricky battle, that one. Anyway. He gets a 6, that's 12, and I get 9, that's 19. So 12 to 19. And that means the Lizard King is dead. He's down to 0. That's it. End of Lizard King. Let's get rid of the buzzing. Yep, there we go. Sometimes you press the button and it doesn't do anything. Anyway, so if you win, turn to 353. We did, so 353, here we go. The door is not locked and opens into a room which is filled with benches and stools. Glass beakers, flasks and tumblers sit on top of the benches, and shelves on the wall are lined with jars containing curious compounds. You are standing in the Lizard King's laboratory. Suddenly you hear footsteps coming from the other side of a door in the far wall. If you wish to draw your sword to meet whoever is about to enter the laboratory... Haven't I already been to this one? I can't remember which... Haven't I already been to this one? Can't remember the page I was on now. If I find the page with the Lizard King on it, then I can backtrack. I must have taken a wrong turning. I'm sorry about this. I don't know why I took a wrong turning. Just need to find the page with the picture with the Lizard King, and then I know where I am. No. Well, I know I was there, didn't I? If I start from here, 227. Yeah, no keys, 162. 50. Yeah, 356. 395. That's where I went. 275. 312. 353. Yeah, that's where I went by accident. 353. I knew I'd read that one before. 77. We hid under the benches. 91. 180. 82. Blimey, that's really far ahead. Oh, here it is. Right, so 203. So I defeated the Black Lion. 203. I'm carrying a monkey. 314. Yep, 296. 153. It was 153. Oh, after all that. Why did I go to 353? I don't know. Anyway, we've defeated the Lizard King. Sorry about that. We've defeated the Lizard King, and anyway, here we go. Your last fatal blow sends the Lizard King crashing onto the stone floor. Will you turn to salute your troops, turn to 188, sever the Gonchong's proboscis, turn to 384, or search through the Lizard King's clothing? We want to sever the Gonchong's proboscis as soon as possible. That's what the shaman said. So 384. Anything else, I think, is mission over. Before the Gonchong can withdraw its proboscis from the Lizard King, you slice through it with your sword. Both the Lizard King and the Gonchong are slain. Turn to 400. And I think this is it. Yeah, it always is, 400. You throw the vile Gonchong over the wall and stand on the battlements in full view of your men. A cheer rises from below, and you watch with satisfaction as they easily defeat the Lizard King's demoralized troops. The battle is over, and victory is yours. The elves, dwarfs, and men can now return to their homes on the mainland, and the slave mines of Fire Island will close forever. Mungo would have been proud of you. And that's the end of the game. And that's that. Brilliant. So that's the end of Island of the Lizard King. There is after we fight a mutant lizard man. I forgot to pick up the shield. I think if I find the whatever it is, the Styracosaurus, whatever it's called, must be over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Is that, yeah, Styracosaurus 95. I think I didn't type down in the adventure sheet in the last video that, yeah, 133. It says that I pick up a shield, but I didn't write it down because I didn't need the skill. Yeah, it has a shield because I didn't lose any skill, but I'll put that in there now. But yeah, I forgot to. But you know, why did I write that? What am I doing? Just type in shield, for heaven's sake. There we go. Right. Yeah, I didn't type it in there because I didn't need the skill points, but it was there anyway. But yeah, I never need the skill because my skill hasn't been lowered. I mean skill. Yeah, it can never exceed the initial value, so it never went down, so I couldn't take all those skill points I got. Yeah, drinking the potion of strength will restore your stamina to its initial level at any time, which I did do. So I used that to tip my stamina up to 20 again. Yeah, I was supposed to go to 153, and I went to 353, and I started reading out. I knew I was reading that. I thought I must have done that before. And I had, because that was just before I went into the laboratory, and I thought when I started reading it, I thought, this doesn't sound like I've just beaten the Lizard King. Anyway, so yeah, that's the end of Island of the Lizard King. Thank you for watching. It's an easy way through, but the difficult encounters make up for it. But it's easy to find the right way through. All you need are the is the monkey to make the that weakens the Lizard King at the end. Otherwise, he's really difficult. So your hardest battle is really against the Black Lion, and as long as you get the fire sword, you're laughing really. And you must remember to sever the proboscis. Otherwise, I think it's instant death or something. If I go to 153, it might tell me what happens. Yeah. If I turn to salute your troops, turn to 188. This is what happens. This is a little bonus. What happens? Gongchong withdraws its proboscis and jumps onto your head. Its needle-like proboscis skewers through itself through your forehead and implants itself in your brain. You are now controlled by the Gongchong and can only watch helplessly as the Lizard King's army annihilates your demoralized troops. The battle is lost. Yeah, so you have to sever the proboscis. That's the important thing. Search through the Lizard King's clothing. I imagine the same thing happens. Alright, so yeah, if you search through the clothing, you have a chance not to hurt you. So 244. That's if it's greater than your skill, turn to 260. Yeah, it kills you. Yeah, so 244. And then that's the one you thrust your sword at the Gonchong, and then you win. So if you choose search through the clothing, you have a chance of winning. If you turn to salute the troops, then you've definitely lost. But if you sever the Gonchong's proboscis, then you definitely won. And just quickly look at their. I'd just like to show you what happens if you don't have a a fire sword. I want to show you what happens. Where's the Lizard King again? I can't remember. Oh, here he is, 82. So yeah, oh no, that's the Black Lion. Yeah, good. 203. So if you're not carrying a monkey, turn to 36. So 36. If you're using an ordinary weapon, 346. And where is it? yeah, so he just kills you, really. That's just what happens. Let's go back to the other one. So if you are carrying a fire sword, 111, and then I think he's a lot tougher. So you have to be carrying a fire sword, otherwise you can't beat him. And then he's skill 12, stamina 15. So yeah, a lot harder. Skill 12. That is a mad. There's a mad boss there. So you need the monkey unless unless your skill is at least 11. I say don't even you'll find it very difficult to beat him. Anyway, but yeah, if we're carrying a monkey but we don't have a fire sword, what happens then? But if, yeah, ordinary sword, 271 this time. Do we still have a chance to defeat him? Oh no, Lizard King. You can test your luck. If we're unlucky, 123. Lucky, 22. So 123. Despite Lizard King's terror, the Gonchong forces him to attack you with his lethal fire sword. Frightened by the flame, your monkey jumps off your shoulder and disappears. His fear is gone. 346, and then you're dead because the monkey's the monkey's run away. So 22. If you're lucky, Lizard King is so terrified that he drops his fire sword. You leap forward and pick it up to attack Lizard King with his own destructive weapon. Oh, that's quite good. So you pick up his fire sword. He can hardly overcome his fear to defend himself, but the Gonchong finally forces him to fight. So if this happens, the Lizard King has skill 10, not skill 6, but so it's like a medium difficulty, but he still has the same stamina. But yeah, so yeah, that's what happens with that. So you want it so that you have the monkey and the fire sword. Really, that's what you want. Anyway, yeah, so that's Island of the Lizard King. Thank you very much for watching. More videos to come soon. Thanks again, and goodbye.